Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of Ganson. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They are throwing it again. All in left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, it's Jaylen Warren. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 3rd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Free inside the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Hey, Crash. 870 Timberwolf.
From the red zone now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Plowing up the middle. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Get it. Got Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Get it.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man. Thomas has it. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Reload. 60 Eagles. 6. Go street. Ready.
There's a give, left side. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Ready.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal?
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Gets this one against him. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns break the tie here in the 1st. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Wilson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Street. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Rays. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's a 14-7 game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. A lot of space ahead. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Okay, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Second and 6.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw, third and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Gatson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down from the 42. Sticking to the air here. Buying some time right. Brought in by Gatson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Back now, pressure coming. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Wilson with the return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Come on, ready.
Now a give running right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Check, smash, check, Cowboy 80. 18, pioneer. Ready.
They're going play action. Cut along the left sideline. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Put some heat on this deep ball, and that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go! At the 60. 79
They'll throw to begin this drive. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing out to the left, Kupp. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down carry for Sampson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd down from the gun. Into the hands of Ganson. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ready, ready.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Get it. Hey, Crash. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Get up.
Throwing off the play fake. He's going deep. This is Kupp inside the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's the handoff. And he's got 4 on the road. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
They give it to him again. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense can say, we got 2 more shots, let's continue.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Hand off here to Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Gaston, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still sticking with the passing game. Forced out to his right. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. He's going to throw it again. That one connects. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. throwing it again here. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer. Street, street. Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
70 Rangers, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Hey, Smash.
The final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Wilson with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
That one's complete, right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
70 Lions, go!
Another carry for him. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Lightning 18. Ready? Panther 6, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Riggs, Riggs. 18 Rattler, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pass play coming here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. And he let his man too much there, Buck. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
60, check 60. Check. 60 by 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Big gain downfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. 35 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Okay.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now an inside give to Johnson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play.
On 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Rig alert. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Looking to throw. He connects downfield. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
19.
Looking in the air here. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Count Bronco 80.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. It's in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. Bates now for the point after.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 35.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Say Bronco 80. Dragon 6, Trap 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
Back to the air they go on second down. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on. Riggs. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
Back to throw now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines. These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Browns football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
We'll go with a design keeper. The defense holds on this 3rd down. They stop him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th
Moving
down.
quickly, trying to get set. Slot man motioned over.
Cowboy 80.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
At their own 32-yard line.
first and 10 from the 32.
19 Lions. Steady.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. Down the left sideline he goes. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
Steelers 42.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
36-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And those are the hurry up here.
Quarterback is sacked. 15-yard loss. And it's 3 and out.
Looking to throw. They connect for the first. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Browns only up by a few. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's a design run. And by a man, he's in the clear. And he's in! It's a Cleveland touchdown! The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game.
52. Steelers 42.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
With the play fake, he'll throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Okay, ready.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Hurt. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
69 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Street. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Completes another one to Thomas. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. The Steelers say they have it, and indeed they do. Steeler football. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hiking, 18. Hey, Crash. 18, Pioneer. Come 19. Ready.
And look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
70 Lions.
Here he is to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space if the racks on the camouflage bills. Diamonds on the
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
70. 65 catch, 65 catch. Street, street. Ready.
Setting up to pass. That's incomplete on second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
19 tight. Here we go, here we go. Come like Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. 79 Broncos. Riggs. Ready.
Throwing now. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
To throw. One's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden II on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Like trap 60, trap Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's the backup. First throw. He's got Thomas on a slant. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those two drives, it is next score wins. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. It's been the type of game that makes the playoffs so great to watch. A spot in the AFC title game on the line as we're underway in overtime. Making some progress here. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
Well, for a second there, Kate, kind of looked like, didn't it? They might not even need an opening drive of overtime. They wouldn't have won it for him anyway had he scored. They are sure happy to take this field position. They got to maximize it.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down.
Looking to throw here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Touchdown wouldn't win it, but no points on the drive, Brock. Could likely end it. It's 2nd down. We'll dump this off to Sampson, complete. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Browns first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Throwing from the gun here. Hits his running back. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. That was their playoff moment, partner, and they rose to it with a touchdown. Now the big choice, do you take the extra point, or do you try and force maximum pressure and go for 2 here?
Yeah, for me, Kate, I take the extra point. I don't want to give my opponent any momentum. We just went down the field, we just scored. I want my defense to take the field with great confidence.
The whole season comes down to how they answer on this drive. All right, here we go. Wilson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
need a touchdown first, and then it'll come down to a decision that may extend their season. First, though, second down. Back to throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
High drama at the season's highest point. Need to get that marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Hey, Smash, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the 42.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Johnson up the middle. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those types of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hurt. 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're throwing it. They'll find Johnson out of the backfield. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Ready.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Buffalo Cougar 19. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let go.
Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he has this down to the 34. So 20 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Viking 18.
34-yard line.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Dropping back to throw. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
He's going to throw this one. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Jake, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
That's caught at the 4. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll run with Johnson, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Hurry this to the line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Johnson again, and the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3.
taken down.
Stop for no gain, and now a big third and goal decision coming up. Working quickly here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll run with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers make it a one-point game. That answer right there shows that this team, Brock, belongs in the postseason. Had to be a touchdown, and they got it with everything on the line.
And now, Kate, we'll see exactly what type of team they are because their entire season hinged on what you just said, on that response, on getting the touchdown. But now it hinges on this decision. Are you going to go for the tie, or are you going to go play for the win, baby?
19 tight, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check smash, check smash. Set, hurt. 79 Broncos. Let go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out.